Hi everyone. So in this video, I will be talking about TCS Prime Interview Experience 2025. It's one of the very recent interview experience from TCS Prime, which was conducted very recently. So I will be sharing each and every question in this interview experience. Try to get one thing like when I am sharing this interview experience, try to see that how many questions you can solve in this interview. That way you can judge your performance like how well prepared you are. So let's talk about TCS Prime Interview Experience 2025. The first question they asked it is introduction. Now, introduction is a very common question. Whenever you will be going for the interview, definitely they will be asking you your introduction. And if you are wondering how you can prepare for all these things, you will get interview notes links in the description in which you will be getting the crash course book. So crash interview preparation book you can use for your interview preparation. If you want to prepare the whole interview in 3 to 4 days, only important questions, then in the ebook you will be getting all the important question. Then there is oops questions like oops notes, programming notes, STL collection framework notes, HR questions, DSA theory, project based questions, CS fundamentals, SQL queries, computer science notes, coding sheet, pseudocode output, candidate interview experience sheet, everything you will be getting here in the notes. So you can purchase the notes, link will be in the description. Now, the next question which they asked is explain your project. Okay, so in this kind of question like explain your project, you need to explain about your project. You can talk about your project, the basic idea of your project, whatever you have used, the key things which you have implemented, right? So you can talk about that. Then challenges faced in project. So in this kind of question, you can talk about the challenges, whatever you are facing in your project. Which SDLC model you used? Okay. So this question they ask like when you developed your project, what kind of software development life cycle model you have used? Okay. Then how to do requirement gathering. So if you are doing your project in your project, how you can do the requirement gathering thing, like how you will prepare your requirements for the project, how will you see like which things I need to implement, if anything additional is required. So this kind of thing they asked. What is local host? Okay, so they asked what is local host. Then explain OSI model. Okay, explain OSI model they asked. What is boot program? Okay, so OSI model is from networking only, and boot program is from operating system. Then they asked write a query to get third highest salary. So this is from SQL query. One SQL query related to joins. Okay, that means total two SQL queries they have asked. Then explain joins, explain API. So all these technical questions you can see here. These are the TR interview questions which they asked. And I just want to tell you guys, each subject is included in the interview notes. So like SQL queries from here you can prepare 60 SQL queries for interviews you will be getting from here. Also, the other notes for CS fundamentals like DBMS, operating systems, networking concepts, everything is also available. So you can purchase the notes, everything you will be getting in the notes. Okay. Now coming to the MR interview. In the MR interview, they asked about the project, tech stack related questions, why you choose Python, your hobbies. So this kind of questions did they ask, like about the project, tech related questions, why you used Python, and whatever the hobbies of the candidate. This was the only MR interview. Then they come with HR interview in which they asked only three questions about the relocation. If we don't select, what will you do? Okay, what will you do if we don't select you? So this kind of question they asked. Then what to what do you know about TCS? Okay, so this also they asked like what do you know about Tata Consulting Services and things. So if you can see the interview, first there is TR questions. This was the whole interview for around 30 minutes, the whole interview in which around 20 minutes for TR, 10 minutes for MR plus HR. This was the prime interview in which they asked two SQL queries and some question related to joins and API and some networking question, OS question, and some project based question. I hope you guys liked the interview experience. Thank you so much for watching.